Okay, be informed, be inspired, and be entertained. That's iRadio all about. We give nothing but the very best for our listeners. Okay, thank you for still be patient with us in special segment with Puan Kamariah, our General Manager, Academic Administration and Registrar. Okay, Puan, let's continue with our segment on the next questions. Now, what are the secrets, or shall I say the tips for students to be successful in their studies?
Well, thank you, Siti. Actually, throughout my 10 years at OUM, I've been very fortunate to have met our graduates, because we are there during the convocation, and the joy of being a university staff is actually on the convocation day, where we get to sit on the stage, and then we see the proud faces, all sorts of ages, so all sorts of sizes. They went. Some we have a pregnant woman as well, and then some are of course
handicapped.
And so when we look at them clutching the scroll that which they have gotten from the Chancellor, it gives us a sense of pride that we are doing the right thing for them, and of course we hope that they will apply the knowledge that they gain while at OUM. So coming back to your question, I've been fortunate to be able to have casual chats with our graduates, and largely the thing that came to mind when we asked them is that they say they have to be focused. They have to be focused in their goal, on their goals, and then of course time management is essential.
Yes, time management.
They need to allocate time for their family, time for work, and time for friends or social, and of course adding another dimension, time for their studies. And by and large, they told me that they usually study at night after all the household duties are done. So they have a quiet moment, and they spend about 2 hours every night just to study the module, as well as to also go online. And as I mentioned earlier in our at the beginning of our chat, just now, that they certainly have to read the modules, and they need to go online before the tutorial. And during online, they can answer the questions posed by the e-tutors, and they can also answer or add on further what we call responses from their fellow colleagues. And the way that we manage our e-learning is such that the discussion online is no longer confined to be among those in their face-to-face class. So they may be interacting with their peers who come from another part of the country, and hence that will really enhance their learning. So it is not solely dependent on their physical classroom. And also distance learners need to understand their learning style. Basically not just distance learners, and anyone who is in a position of getting new knowledge, they have to know in what way do they master what they learn. What are the best way,
what are the best method,
the best method. Like for example, perhaps for me, I prefer what we call visual, whereby I try to interpret what I learn, and I will try to convert it into diagrams, and I will be able to see at a glance. I would be able to check my understanding and also relate what I learn to someone else. So perhaps I can be called as a so-called visual learners. And there are also those who are sequential learners, whereby they would like to, the best way for them to learn is to list down step by step, in terms of a logical sequence. And also there are those who we call the sensing and intuitive learners, whereby they love facts, so they would prefer to gather all the facts, and then slowly discovering the possibilities and relationships among the item that they have studied. And of course, last but not least, a very important learning style, which I think will work as well, is what we call active and reflective learners, whereby they discuss with their colleagues, and then they try to apply what they have learned, and in that way they're able to really test their understanding of the subject. And of course, very important, as I mentioned at the beginning, the learning skill module, which we provide. Actually, the secrets and the tips are all there. Yeah. So I would, and the fact that OUM introduced learning skills for ODL learners specifically in the first semester, it shows that it's our seriousness to help the students, and we make the subject compulsory in the first semester. And therefore, I would like to say that if students do not pass in that module, that means they may have to struggle for the future module, and hence please take full so-called advantage of that module to get to know how to so-called succeed at OUM. Okay.
Okay, Puan, what are the must-do things for new student in order to cope with their studies? Mainly on technical side, like OUM's portal, MyVLE, and so on. So, what do you think?
Okay. Well, being an ODL learner, certainly they are very isolated. Yeah, our learners are quite isolated, and therefore the platform that we have catered for them, which is My Virtual Learning Environment or MyVLE, that should actually be their best friend. Yeah. So for those who have recently joined us, I think they're going to go into the second tutorial very soon, this weekend. And we would really expect that they have gone in the MyVLE and do what we call the initial login.
And familiarize with the interface.
Yes,
and so
certainly,
on.
and learn to navigate the screen. And it is only once they have logged on successfully, then they are able to get the full benefits of the MyVLE. And it is very important that they realize that the way that the university will communicate with them throughout their 12th semester, for example, for a degree program, that they need to regularly open up the MyVLE so that they are aware of important announcement. Okay, what do we mean by important announcement? Yeah, they need to know when is their exam. In other words, the exam timetable.
Okay.
And then they need to check their particulars, the subjects that they have registered, because these are the subjects of which they are going to be examined. Yeah. So should there be any error in their record, in their academic record, they have to get in touch with the university on an urgent basis. And also for returning students, I would like to take advantage of our session this morning to alert all returning students, i.e. senior students, that they have to go into the MyVLE to know when is the time for them to re-register. Yeah,
okay.
Because we operate in a semester system, and therefore the academic records are updated every semester. So the onus is on the student to tell us that they are going to be active in the future semester. Let's say now we are in the May semester. Yeah, students therefore will need to re-register for September semester. And somewhere around tutorial 3, we are going to open up the re-registration for the September semester. And students need to ensure that they have already settled their payment for the previous semester. Meaning for the January semester.
Okay.
And then they need to select or confirm the subjects which we have already planned for them. In September. And also, most importantly, if they go online early enough, they would be able to select the best timetable slot for them. So as such, we would really urge them to go online, because should they delay in re-registering, then they will have to pay the late registration fee, which we hate to charge. But because the delay will cost unnecessary in terms of logistic, because we need to ship the modules. The physical modules or the printed modules need to be shipped to all the learners throughout the country, and therefore we need to have the indication of which students are returning and which are the courses or the subjects that they are registering. And hence the window, I think it's like a 2-week window that we open for re-registration, and we expect the students to go within that time frame. And of course we have according to zone, I think. So they have to re-register, ensure that they fulfill the outstanding payment, pay the outstanding balance, select the subject as well as select the timetable, and then they will be ready for September semester. So that's one part of the e-learning, so-called the notice, the important notice. The other one is of course the examination timetable.
Examination and also assignments. Yeah?
Yes, assignment. When is the deadline for them to submit the assignment? Because we cannot expect them to submit late, because that will involve in deduction of marks. And very importantly, assignments are to be submitted online, because the university is going to put the assignment through what we call a similarity checker, where we can detect whether the contents are plagiarized, or copied. So as such, there are lots of things available inside the portal, and the first step is actually to do the initial login.
Okay, initial login.
Yeah, and there is another part I think which I have not mentioned, which is the finance part. Yeah,
finance part.
So learners actually have to go in and check their financial statement, and any discrepancy they need to alert the university, because the policy of the university is such that those who have outstanding balance, they will not be able to look at their results. Yeah, they will not be able to look at their examination results. So please do that. Yeah. And also importantly, for the special notices, for each learning center, let's say the student is in Perak or in Kelantan, they have special notices specifically for them, from their administrator or from their director. So they are expected to go into the portal. And very importantly is also to look at their faculty, their information pertaining to their program or to their course is all inside the portal.